So we are at the theater to see Minecraft. My daughter is extremely excited. I'm gonna get a photo of her. Excuse me, I'm gonna get footage of her in a second, but it's old stomping grounds. Sand Hill movie theater. I love this movie theater. It feels grand and pretty big scale, so I'm excited to see this. RapNerd, and I am back from the theater from seeing a Minecraft movie. And off rip, the background is different because I am currently on vacation for my daughter's spring break. So I just wanted to point out that obvious in the video you're seeing. So to start, this Minecraft movie is about a character named Steve, played by Jack Black, who is trapped in the world of Minecraft by a villainous pig by the name of Malgosha. And in order to escape, he sends an orb with his dog Dennis to the real world in hopes that somebody will find it and free him, and it falls into the hands of this ragtag group that gets pulled into the world of Minecraft. So that's pretty much the basic premise. The trailer doesn't give a lot of that. You don't really know why anyone's there, but they just sell you with the world of Minecraft. And honestly, with that being the biggest seller, the movie accomplished that goal. And I had a hell of a good time. Super entertaining movie to watch. I'm going to lead with that because obviously this movie is not perfect from a technical standpoint, and there are going to be many things that you can nitpick if you choose to pull the microscope out and start checking boxes. But sometimes when you watch a film, the experience outweighs anything, and this is not for me to say this film was perfect or even my favorite movie of the year. It's just a blast because my daughter is a huge fan of Minecraft. So she talks about, she tells me about all different things all the time, plays the game and everything, and she was so hyped to see this. And seeing this film bring her so much joy brought me so much joy and entertainment, and for that alone, this movie was splendid, from the entertainment factor. I absolutely loved it. And as I mentioned, there are many things you can pick out, the characters development and just the backstory on everybody is pretty much rushed. And to do even one better about being rushed, the movie opens up with an expositional dump of everything that I just kind of stated in detail to get the ball rolling. It does give you footage to go along with it, but most of the time that's like a cinema sin to tell more so than show. But I understand because Minecraft is a huge IP with a lot of moving pieces, and all they want to do is pull you into this zany world to make you understand why we're here in the first place. And one of the things I didn't expect was for Jason Momoa to be the lead of the movie, because we actually start with him after we get the whole dialogue dump with Jack Black's character. And to me, he did a really, really good job of being entertaining. I think all of the corny and goofiness that he displays in projects like he does in Aquaman playing Arthur, and how that plays out, works even better here because he leans all the way into that character. It's not like he has to play this out of being serious. He's 100% a goofy douchebag who, if you can't tell by his clothes, is trapped in the 80s for reasons that they expose at the beginning of the film. And the other part of why this movie works so well is Jack Black. This is Jack Black pretty much just being himself, equipped with singing original songs and all. This is vintage classic Jack Black that you would expect to get from this kind of movie. Mix School of Rock and what he did with Bowser, and you have Steve in this film. And Jack Black is one of those actors who I think is comedic gold. Nearly everything he does is funny to me, so anything that comes from him hit hard. If you're not a fan of Jack Black, this movie is definitely not going to work for you because it has his imprint all over it. But since I am a fan, I found it to be fitting and funny as hell. And while they do rush a lot of the character backstory, like I mentioned, they give you enough to understand the walk of life each character came from to try and build some type of motivation and understanding of the character. So I do appreciate that, to get you to kind of care about what's going on with the characters. But again, the star of the show here is being in the world of Minecraft, and that was the best part of it, seeing all these different tools and weapons and all these different creatures for the first time, and I'm sure it won't be my last. My daughter was putting me on game on everything, telling me what kind of characters this is, what this character does, what do these certain things mean, how to make weapons when you get these metal blocks, these wood blocks, and you can make boats and all these different things. It's just dope to be introduced into such a well-built world that I have no idea about, and getting the introduction of the ins and outs and the small things to understand the game as a whole. And this film is definitely heavily leaning on the comedy and goofiness. So if you don't like that type of thing, you're definitely not going to watch this movie, whether you're a fan of Minecraft and want to see how they do it. Putting that on Front Street, because this movie is not to be taken seriously, doesn't take it so seriously, and indulges in a lot of the comedy. Not gonna say all of it works, but a lot of it did, and I found myself laughing and chuckling, especially the comedy that's over the head of kids that makes adults laugh. That was the funniest part of the film to me. So all in all, I had a wonderful time again seeing my daughter so hyped. She was locked in and glued to the screen the entire time. That just brings me so much excitement, because I'm a movie going person who loves the theatrical experience, and it just feels cool to pass that down to her and not only hear her say that, but I can just look at her and tell that she's into it just as much as I am. So if you've seen Minecraft the movie, let me know in the comments what you thought. What is your favorite scene? Mine personally was the flight scene, which they teased in the trailer. I just love how action-packed that sequence was in regards to how it goes from that point, because it carries on for a good little bit. And as usual, if that's kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, thank you. Until next time, peace.
RapNerd Productions, no capping, that's word to mommy. Instead of banking on it, now rapping is just a hobby.